Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Target Talk. We are talking to Colonel Grossman of Philology Research Group, and he is on the phone right now. He's doing a seminar in Columbia, Missouri. We're honored to be promoting this. It is a seminar put on by Tim Oliver from Learn to Carry, a good friend of ours, and it will be in Columbia, when, Amy, on August?
It's going to be August 27th. This is going to be in Columbia, Missouri. The seminar is called Bulletproof Mind for the Armed Citizen, and this event is August 27th. It's an all-day event. You can go online to register for it at learntocarry.com and check that out. So please check that, and we will let people register for that. Hopefully you'll be able to enjoy that. Lieutenant Colonel, are you still with us?
I am.
Okay. Well,
what would you like us to let you talk about in the time we've got left? How can I be of service to you in this time for you and your listeners?
Well, Colonel, when you're talking about having the mental preparation to prepare yourself for this encounter, what kind of things could people expect to happen to them, both physically and mentally, when they encounter this perpetrator, which they're already in denial? This surely can't be happening to me, is what they're going to be saying in their mind right as it's happening. This can't be happening to me, not me. So what will happen at that point?
Well, again, now that's the response we want to try to avoid. There's a little bit of that in every human being. But what we want to response is to prepare ourselves, say, I knew this could happen someday, and I'm ready. This is what I trained for. This is what I prepared for. Human beings are never all or nothing. There's a little voice in us somewhere screaming, no, this can't be me, this can't be happening. But the primary voice you want to have in your head is say, I knew this could happen. This is why I carry a gun. This is why I prepared myself for a lifetime. I knew this day might come. I've trained for this day for a lifetime. I'm prepared for this day. I will come out triumphant. I will talk about Jennifer Fulford, Deputy Orlando, Florida, shot 10 times, killed the SOBs who shot her, walking the beat a year later. She was in my class, shook her hand, American hero, killed 2 bad guys and sucked up 10 slugs, walking the beat a year later. Got married 6 months after the gunfight. Says she's a glutton for punishment. You know, if we could take these positive examples and hold it up before us. But, you know, we study people who do not get PTSD. And one of the things that people who do not get PTSD have is what we call an internal locus of control. That means you do the things you can do. The fact that you carry the gun, the fact you're the kind of person who would carry that gun, means you're less likely to get PTSD.
Okay,
you have done everything you can do.
Okay,
and your conscience is clear.
We have about 1 minute, Colonel. So these guys who come to the range, they come to our range, and they shoot for, in a well-lit range with a yardage line marked out, and they're shooting at a target with a perfect orange circle on it, and they're saying, I am preparing myself to have an encounter someday. That's a mistake, isn't it? To think that that's the only training they need?
It's a matter of degrees. We don't want to belittle those individuals who have made the choice to get a gun and come to that level of training.
Absolutely.
What we want to do is encourage them to come up to higher levels of training.
Right.
That's better than nothing. That's vastly better than nothing. But there are higher levels of preparation that we encourage you to do. That's what this seminar is about. I hope you just go ahead and remind our listeners about the seminar and the Learn to Carry people, the other people in the area will be there, vendors who will be there, and resources and tools available to you to bring yourself up to that higher level of training.
Colonel,
and that's what it's all about. That's what you guys are all about. You're great Americans. God bless you, and thanks for what you do.
Hey, Colonel, we have a caller right now who wants to ask you a question if you have a second.
Sure.
All right, we're about 1 minute.
Okay, Richard, do you have a quick question for the Colonel?
Richard, how's it going?
Okay, with an easygoing person not expecting any trouble, okay, although they're blind, wouldn't you expect them to have the same rights as everybody else to carry and conceal, for somebody that's attacking you or something of that respect?
I want to be sure I understand the question. You're talking about an easygoing person who is carrying.
Well, I think, we know Richard. I think, I believe that he is blind, and what he was asking about is what can a blind person do to be prepared in that sense? Yes.
Yeah, that's a hard one. I tell you that I've done a lot of work. I've had senseis who train us to spar in the dark. I've done a lot of night training as an Army Ranger, and the only parallel I can bring it to is that we called ourselves home under the right circumstances with contact shots. And if you're going to do contact shots, you want to use revolvers, you don't want to use an auto. But once again, it becomes a matter of having prepared yourself the best you can. Secure yourself with the things to keep your home safe. We're not encouraging blind people to carry weapons by any stretch, but have those who are able to protect you around you. Surround yourself with sheepdogs. Be a sheepdog to the best of your ability. Accept responsibility to protect yourself and protect your loved ones in every way you can. And the first step, as our hosts were saying right at the beginning, is to avoid the place where it might happen, to not be looking for trouble, to try to avoid trouble. As a very first step is try to get out of there.
Right.
If all else fails, then be prepared to fight for your life.
Extraction is
everything that everybody agrees is you have the right, when all else fails, to fight for your life.
That's right.
And God bless you as you do it.
Hey, Colonel, we're going to be there August 27th, if the Lord's willing, and we're going to hope that everybody gets to come out to your seminar. We're going to be promoting it. We've got that link on our website at Target Talk STL, and we're going to try to be there. We wish you all the best of luck. We've got to go to a commercial.
Hooah!
Take care, Colonel.